Hey guys, welcome back. So today on Modern Masters Auto, we have my GTS in the shop. I was given some VRP 1000 turbos to put on the car before we put in the giant VRP intercoolers. This is going to be awesome. We want to achieve maximum power and efficiency with the VRP 1000s in the current setup. So then we can push the car even further once we get these intercoolers in. So in this video, we're gonna slap some turbos in, throw it on the dyno, and see what she makes, all so we can get to bigger and better and more mods, because we have high pressure fuel pumps, we have a low pressure fuel pump, we have giant ARM 3.5-inch exhaust downpipes, we have lots of things following this. We even have a big single turbo kit coming out later in the year with VRP, so lots of cool things. But first, let's make some power with these VRP 1000s. So without further ado, let's get started. All right guys, we're getting the new turbos out of the box. We have the old turbos out and we're gonna pull some of the coolant and oil hoses off of them to put on to the new turbos. Shout out to my boy George right here. He painted these by hand for me. I just wanted the purple and the black, and then he decided to do the gold, and it is just killer looking. I'm so happy with how these turned out. They're gonna look awesome. We have the old turbos out. The VRP exhaust manifolds looking awesome. Everything looking great. Put the old downpipes right there. Things are going to be great. So again, we're just doing the turbos today. Then we'll rip out these factory intercoolers for the big gold behemoths of VRPs. But this is going pretty well. Hopefully we'll have it running today so I can put some miles on it over the weekend before dyno tuning. So I'm just really excited. I mean, look at that purple. That is just awesome. It's gonna look so great in this, with the new scheme of the black 3D printed intake things. We had to go with these new style because of how massive the intercoolers are. This has a cutout for them. And then we have awesome purple intakes filters I got to match the cool purple turbos, you know, purple, black, and gold. Maybe I'm a Ravens fan, I don't know, maybe. So it's gonna be awesome. All right guys, you may be looking at my car and be like, something looks different about it. So commercial break, I think. Let's cut to a commercial break and check out previous Craig this winter at my buddy's shop in Williamsport, Maryland called Inspired Detail. So check out that little clip. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right guys, so I made it to Inspired Detail in Williamsport, Maryland, where the GTS has been getting some cool aero stuff to look really sweet. So before we put big turbos on it, we gotta check it out. I'm excited. I have not seen it yet. I just dropped everything off. So let's go see what it looks like. Carter, are you excited?
Shut the door, it's cold.
Carter, are you excited? Carter just got out of school, so he's tired. All right guys, and we are here at Inspire Detail in Williamsport, Maryland, where they have had the GTS getting much love. You have to check them out, inspiredetailing.com. And they do window tinting, they do detailing, and they have a heck of a awesome Lego collection here. This is just amazing. What, Carter?
One day can I have one of all these others? Dude, my brother, Lucas has exactly that.
Oh, wow, yeah. We have a bunch of these at home too that you need to build you get for Christmas. And this is the guy right here.
Hello.
This is Sean from Inspired Detailing.
Nice to meet you.
So he has killed it. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to see it. So you guys are gonna get first impression of me seeing the GTS. Holy dude. That looks really good. Damn, it doesn't even look like the same car. Guys, what you're about to see is freaking amazing, and it sucks it's going to be covered with heat shields because it looks awesome. Ta-da! Look at that. The gold that George picked matches the downpipes perfectly, and it just looks so awesome in there. Wow. You can see the VRP billet goodies perfectly. Ooh, whoa. Good chow, look at that. Wow. Wow. All right, now let's cover this up so we can drive it. This is looking awesome. We have everything pretty much done exhaust wise. We use V-bands instead of that stupid factory crap in the bottom. The V-bands on the VRP. Turbo manifolds, because these turbo manifolds are just beast. It's looking awesome. Beautiful. God damn, George, that looks awesome. Doesn't that look great?
It does, man. It's cool.
Looks really nice. Wow. And this video is sponsored by VRP. Make sure you guys check them out at vrpspeed.com. Check out my personal Instagram page at daddy_AMG. And like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel so we can keep doing cool things like this. We're going to be doing more exotic builds and stuff like that with the GTS platform, with a mystery vehicle that we just got that we're about to do something crazy to. And yeah, lots of cool things going on here at the shop. And shout out to the ARM guys. These are the downpipes. They have sponsored me. After the big turbos, we get numbers. We're gonna pop these in and see how they are. I'm gonna get them ceramic coated this week. But these are some massive, massive downpipes. So we're gonna see what power we get in this setup. Then we're doing downpipes. Then we're doing intercoolers. Bunch of cool things. So shout out again to ARM for these, VRP for the turbos, VRP for the intercoolers that are coming, the new intake baskets, all that stuff. And just so you guys know, VRP is doing a ton of these new style intake systems, or we're kind of just revamping all of them. They are making intakes for the 600 cars, the V12 cars, 65 cars, the M157, top mount intercoolers from M157, just tons of cool AMG things and some other Viper parts, which you'll see in another video. We're gonna build a Viper and some other things. So lots of cool things coming from vrpspeed.com. Check them out. And lots of cool things coming from Modern Masters. We actually got a new employee and he's from Ukraine. So just having that accent around here just makes me feel like we should really be like doing crazy Mercedes swaps more than we already do. So there's lots of cool things. All right, yeah, I'm gonna take it to the church. Yep, I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are going for the first test drive, the VRP 1000s. You can hear them spooling up.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right, guys, so we had an issue. I set this hose in here and I went down to the shop to bill out a customer because they're picking up on the weekend, and I did not tell George. I just thought he'd be able to see it, but you really can't. When that's, if you look from this angle, you cannot see that the bolt is not in there. And yep. And he said to me, "Oh, Craig, I have an extra bolt." I was like, "Oh, it's probably from this harness down in here," because I left one out previously, and from stuff we deleted from the aftermarket. But nope, it was that bolt in there, and that blew off and blew some coolant everywhere. Luckily, I was already stopped. It didn't blow off while driving. It blew off while I was in the parking lot revving it up. So, well, I'd rather it happen here than later on. All right, we got it figured out. We're about to put some coolant in it. And shout out to @Legit Street Cars. What saved the day was the Legit Street Cars pin light. So shout out to Legit Street Cars. This helped me get in there and pull the hose up and push it in, and then use this as a light to fix it. So it's awesome. Top this coolant off, and then we'll be back on the road. Well, this is what happens when you're on your 70th hour work week. All right, round 2, go. And that's a wrap, guys. We are all back together, and I'm going the hell home. So hopefully it's fully solid and good to go. Thanks, George. Have a good night.
You too, man.
And a good weekend. Enjoy your Sunday off. Dude, listen to this thing. Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thunderdome, where we have the AMG GTS with the VRP 1000 turbos. As you've seen, I was driving them on the street, breaking them in. That was on a Ben's house base tune for me to drive around, so I had something to use just to get around. That was for the turbos. Today, I uploaded the VTEC tune. VTEC sent me their tune for 1000 turbos. So shout out to the guys at Ben's house and shout out to the guys at VTEC tune. You can get both through vrpspeed.com. Ben's house did the trans tune on this, and this will be the ECU base tune for the turbos. I work with VTEC every day, so they wanted to tune the turbo car and see what their numbers are, and then we'll work with them and Matt to fine tune this thing as we go. But let's just see what it makes, and hopefully it's a lot. I mean, 580 horsepower in Chicago. When I came back and put it back on my dyno, it made like roughly the same as like 578 or something. So super close. Now it's time with the base tune and the turbos. So we just need this information to pull data so we can send to everyone and see how IAT looks, timing, air to fuel, all that stuff, boost pressure with the new turbos. So this is part of the process. Let's get going. All right guys, about to hit the dyno and get this bad boy going. Let's rock and roll. Turbos are screaming, dude. $659, $625. God dang, she's making some power. Woo! 659 horsepower. Jeez Louise. Let's back this up. Jeez Louise. I think I am good with that today, ladies and gentlemen. Should we do a third one to see if it still has more in her? Because she is still warming up. I think one more is calling our name. Right around that 660, 650 foot-pounds of torque. Jeez Louise. All right, guys, I'm super impressed with those numbers. We did 659, 665, and 660 on the last pull, all hot lapping. That is great power. The graph looks beautiful. Thank you, VTEC, for the solid base tune. We'll do some tuning and some data logging and everything more in the next video when we showcase these big, beautiful intercoolers. But for today, that's where I'm gonna end this. It's my son's birthday today, so I'm gonna be doing that dad type thing. So let's jump to the outro, guys. All right, guys, that wraps up today's video. Thanks for following along on this journey of big turbos. You guys know how long it's been that I've wanted these turbos in the car. And this is why all the work and everything we're doing, this car should be well above 650, to pushing towards 1,000 when we're done all these mods. But this makes me just really happy. I hope you like the content. I hope you're excited to see what the intercoolers are doing. And the power dipped at the end there after reviewing the logs. It's because IT was getting really hot. I know we were doing back-to-back pulls, but still, if you're on the road and you're road racing or anything with this car, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm excited to put those intercoolers in to really cool this whole big build down, because with power, you need cooling, and that's what these new intercoolers are gonna do. So stay tuned for that video. If you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe, and I'll see all of you on the next one. And we're out of here. Spanky doesn't want to be on camera. Oh.
I was looking at it on camera.
All right, Spanky, talk to me.
Nah, I don't want to be on
What's your favorite AMG motor to work on?
the 63.
The 63. He likes the 156. He just hand built this 63 engine for the ML63. So this is all getting, and look how beautiful the front of this looks. A little behind the scenes action, but look how beautiful the front of this M156 looks. Everything is nice and new and cleaned up. The customer just went above and beyond getting all new parts, water pump pulley, crank pulley, tensioner, power steering, the AC compressor, new resistor thing on the back of the alternator, all this stuff, new gaskets, new cam phasers. And George painted up this subframe, which looks beautiful. It was a rust-free one. His was all rusted up and destroyed, and this one is just so much nicer. And we found a crack in this power steering solenoid, so we went ahead and swapped that for the customer as well, just to keep things rolling. We got new sway bars, new engine mounts, everything just looking beautiful. Kind of like what we did to that GL550. We just refreshed everything since it's getting a fixed motor, no more bent rod. So, see y'all. Peace. Peace. My employees in here just watching. Peace.